Before we continue exploring Batumi, take a look at some of the moments that made this journey through Georgia unforgettable. From landscapes, views, and ancient history to incredible food, hidden corners, and city full of surprises. Today we are diving deeper into Batumi, chasing stories from the past.
Hello guys, today is the last day in Batumi and as you can see the weather today is a bit cloudy and windy. I think it's gonna rain from tomorrow, but anyway, now we're gonna go to explore to see the museum and tell me.
Здравствуй. Как дела?
What is this?
Виски домашний натура.
Натура?
Хороший.
Alcohol? Yes?
Хороший. Можно попробовать. Это 3 года стоял, думаю, водка. Только прибавили мед. Без сахара, без вода.
Let me see.
Хороший, это 3 года стоял. Думаю, водка, только прибавили мед. Без сахара.
But alcohol, no?
Хороший.
Si, хорошо.
Да. 20 лет.
Добро.
20.
20? Can you make price down?
Знаете, я ничего не продал сегодня, да?
Can you make 15, Larry?
А?
15, Larry.
10?
1, 5, 15.
15, да, да.
Okay.
Можно.
Okay, I take. But this same, no?
Да.
Everything.
We will explore the places that we almost missed and discovering that sometimes the best travel memories happen when things don't go according to the plan.
We have some food and some drinks for now. Driving to the Museum of Ethnography of Georgia. This side of Batumi we didn't see, but it's also nice.
We were approaching to the museum and I was having a feeling that here I'm gonna feel the real side of Batumi.
Here we are, guys. We arrived. When you're coming here, don't get surprised. The neighborhood is a bit weird. I mean, just not that fancy. But here you can find also the Museum of Wine next to this ethnographic museum. So, say it's open, let's check it out. Hello, good day. I would like to take a tour if it's okay. How much? 15? Okay guys, the entrance is 15 lari, which is about 5 euros, a bit less, and I'm gonna have a tour guide, so let's see. Seems like an interesting place, but I'm not gonna tell you too much. Our tour guide is gonna do that. The museum is open until 6 in the evening, so you have all day to come here. Very good. By the way, I'm Lazar. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. My name is Theo. Welcome
Nice to
to our
meet you, Theo.
museum.
Thank you.
Before we start, I will tell you short information about this place.
Alright.
This is the first private museum in Georgia, and everything here is made by one person. His name
nice.
is Kemal Turmanidze,
Nice.
and you will meet him at the end of excursion.
Alright.
And this is ethnographic museum about
Alright.
Georgian people's culture, traditions, lifestyle.
That's
So
what they want.
Yeah, you will see here how Georgian people lived in the previous times, in 19th, 20th century mostly.
Nice.
So about this part, we have here just small models of shrines which
Alright.
are located in Batumi. So all of them you can see in Batumi. The first
Okay.
one is a synagogue, as you see. It's in the city center.
Okay.
The second one is a Christian Orthodox church, St.
Alright.
Barbara Church. So there we have another Orthodox church as well, St. Nicholas.
St. Nicholas.
Yeah, this is Armenian church. Also we have mosque, as you see here.
Oh, yeah.
And the last one is a Catholic church.
Mosque.
The most modern building, of course.
And tell me, I went to one hill up. It's
It's a Sameba.
yeah, but
it
it's
looks
monastery
like that,
actually.
Armenian one.
Oh,
Yeah,
alright.
because it has brown color. Yeah, but
Yeah.
so here we don't have it. So
Nice.
these are just in Batumi, in the city center. so
Oh,
most
all
of
right, I
them.
understand. Yeah,
So
they're
Batumi
nice.
is really tolerant city, and that shows that people of different religions they all live here together. But
Nice.
most population in Georgia are Christian Orthodox, more than 80% about.
Nice. We are also Orthodox in
Yes.
Serbia.
Yeah, yeah, I know. So you're so Serbia.
Yeah.
So nice. Okay, so these are Georgian traditional clothes from different parts of our country, and now we use all of them for Georgian dances, for traditional dance. For example, this is called choha, so this one here, and it was also warriors' clothes. And maybe do you know what are these small things in their pockets?
Not really.
No? It's a gunpowder.
Oh,
It is
all right.
real, of course, yeah, but today they symbolize warrior soul of Georgian people.
I understand.
Also, we have this huge coat here. This is for the shepherds in the mountains because, as you know, they're so cold. Sometimes they even sleep in that, so even now in the high mountains. So it is used as a coat and as a sleeping bag at the same
I
time.
understand.
Yeah. So the other ones we use for dances. So here's map of Georgia, as you see. And Georgia is divided into different regions. There are about 15 regions in whole Georgia. Now we're in Ajara.
15?
Yes? 15, yes.
Wow, that's a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah, we're now in Ajara. So this is Ajara. Batumi is right here.
Yep.
Batumi is like capital city of Ajara, we can
Ajara,
say.
I understand.
Yeah, but the capital of Georgia, Tbilisi, as you know, Tbilisi
Yeah.
is right here.
We went to
in the
Tbilisi
east
as well.
part, yeah. Yeah, but every region of Georgia is very different from each other.
I
For
realized.
example, everyone has their own clothes, their own dance, folk music, food, and dialect. They're different, but of course, in general, we are all Georgians.
Yeah, yeah.
This difference is because of their locations, because of different climate, different influences, and so on. And as you know, we have 4 neighbor countries. So near Ajara, we have border with Turkey. As
Turkey,
you know, here's
yep.
Turkey, then Armenia, Azerbaijan, and Russia. And of
Mhm.
course, the Black Sea on this side. Yeah.
And the Black Sea.
Black
Ah,
Sea,
yeah, yeah.
Yes. So founder of this museum, Mr. Kamal, is a master of wood carving, and this is
Oh.
one of his work. At the end of excursion, we will see a lot of works like this in the gallery
Nice.
later.
Very nice.
Yeah, so now this is the rich Ajorian family. You see here how they lived in the end of 19th century and beginning of 20th century. For example, you see the girl in front of the mirror, she's daughter-in-law. And in the previous times, if the girl wanted to get married in a rich family, she must be also rich. Of course, rich with the rich, yeah, like
Yeah.
every I think at that time. And also girls had to know some kind of handwork. I mean, embroidering or knitting. It was obligatory for them because they must prepare dowry to the future husband's
I see.
family. In the center, you see how grandmother is teaching her grandchild how to read and write. So education was very important in rich families. But as you see, they were learning at home because Ajara was part of Ottoman's empire.
Oh, really?
And they forgot to learn Georgian language at schools. And that's why not to forget their language. They were learning at home secretly.
In which period that was?
So we were part of them 300 years. From 16th century to 19th.
16th,
So yeah,
19th.
there was a war then in 1877-78, a war between Russia and Ottoman Empire, and after that war, Ajara became part of Russian Empire. But before this, we were part of Ottomans 300 years.
Yeah, because we also had like fights with them for almost 400
Yeah,
years.
so I think Ottomans, they were everywhere.
Pretty
Yes.
much.
Yes. And he is head of the family, man was warrior, soldier, so that's why we have these weapons on the wall. These are all real. And also we have this horn, and maybe all you know that in Georgia it's used as a vessel for drinking wine.
Oh.
But of course it's not for everyday use, just for the special occasions. Yeah, we call it kanzi.
Kanzi?
Yeah, and kanzi, yes. And as you see, they had also a lot of valuable things such as gramophone, accordion. These are Persian carpets, one of the most famous in the time. We have furniture from Romania. So it means they could afford to buy such expensive things from other countries. So that's why this is rich. And they were rich because of trading. They were involved in trade. Yeah, but I will show you later middle class family as well, and then
All right.
you will
Yeah,
see
yeah,
the
of course.
difference.
I realized that in Georgian culture also women are like very, very important part of the.
Yeah, of course, sure, because
I think somebody told me
men-
that even the first woman king was Georgian, right?
Tamar, yeah,
Tamar?
King
Ah, Tamar,
yes.
really?
And we call
have named
her
Tamara as
king,
well.
Yes, yeah, we call her king, not queen, because of her power.
Ah,
and
she's-
yeah,
yeah, I
that's why we
understand.
call her King Tamar. Yeah. Yeah, so women, of course, because men, they were mostly warriors, and most of the things were women were doing. So that's
I
why, yeah, they
understand.
were really strong. So here, as you see, they showed how they were making threads from the sheep wool, and they were making it on this spinning wheel, as you see right here. There on the wall, we have knitted gloves and socks. that 5 gloves are 120 or 30 years old, and that long socks are about 30 years old. So what you see
Looks
on
like
the
new.
wall, everything is original, authentic. Yeah,
Really?
so founder, Mr. Kemal, so this old stuff he bought from the people. He was traveling around Ajara and he was buying it from families. But for example, these mannequins of the people, the models of shrines, I'll show you stuffed animals, he made everything by himself. We
Very
have also
nice.
this loom here for weaving carpets, but there's two kind of loom. This one is a big and horizontal, as you see. But on the wall we have another smaller and vertical loom as well.
This one
It's
upstairs?
mostly for accessories. Yeah, there is showed also on the
Yeah,
photo. So they were
Oh,
knitting
yeah.
on it. This kind of belts for women, also these scarves, as you see here. And there we have just small piece of carpet. As you see, it's written there. It was made in 1812. It's more than 200 years old.
Yeah.
And that is one of the oldest objects which we have in this museum.
The same year when we actually started the first uprising against Ottoman Empire.
Yeah. So here is this
Rich history, I
embroidery.
like that,
Yeah.
you know.
So this embroidery they were using as a decoration for the houses. They hang it on the wall, like pictures, for example, or sometimes they cover them on the table as well. And as I told you, for the girls, it was really important to know how to make, so to know the handwork. So that's why they started to learn it at the age of 6 from the early ages. Yeah. On the wall, you see here casual clothes for everyday use. You see on the photos how they looked, Georgian people in the times. Also, we have old iron, as you know. I think it was the same in every country, yeah?
Yeah.
Charcoal.
I think
Yeah.
every house has
Yeah,
one.
and sewing machine. Zinger, of course, was one of the most famous brand, as you know.
Yes.
Yeah. So what about textile? In Najara, they were producing mostly wool and silk as well. You can see on the photos. Because in Georgia, we have a lot of mulberry trees. And as you know, silkworm, they eat leaves of mulberry tree. Then they make this thread, as you see.
So probably you were trading silk as well with other.
Not now.
Not
In that times,
before.
yes, but now, no, not as much. Because
You
there are so few masters left,
Unfortunately.
Yeah. So this is children's corner. As you see, we have toys here, toys for the boys and for the girls. So girls, of course, as a future mothers, they mostly had dolls, cradles. They were knitting or sewing clothes for their dolls. They were making also the small clay figures, as you see. But the boys, they were future warriors. So that's why they had more active toys, even weapons. You see, for example, bows and arrows, swords, slingshots, of course. This was like pistol, we can say. They also had wooden scooters, skis and sledges for the snow. There are woolen balls. So they had quite big choice.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
and most of these toys are made by children. They were making it by themselves with the help
Handcraft,
of
I like.
parents. Yeah, so these are Georgian musical instruments. For example, this is called panduri. It's like a Georgian guitar, but it has only 3 strings, as you see. Then on the wall we have bagpipe. It's like a Scottish instrument. Yeah, so it's made from goat or from sheep leather.
Oh yeah, that's
you see
one
also
when
on
you.
the photo.
Yeah.
You have to blow in it. So next to it there is flute, we call it salamuri, and there we have kemancha. But kemancha originally is a Persian instrument, but in Georgia it came from Greek people. So Greek people who used to live here, they were playing on kemancha. It's like violin, as you see, the
I
same
think even the
principle.
Christianity, the Greek guy bring it, Saint Nino, no?
Saint Nino, so it came from
Cappadocia,
Cappadocia,
yeah.
yes, and she spread the Christianity here, yes.
Well, yeah, I think in that time Cappadocia was actually Greek, so.
Yeah, that's right. And the drum, of course, we call it doli.
Yeah.
Even now they play on these musical instruments, except kemancha.
So
Kemancha
tell
is
me,
not
in
so
this
popular.
Scottish thing, you actually use it as in your dances and in
Yes,
your
in
music.
our folk music, we use it a lot. Yeah, this one specifically, it's Ajarian, the local one.
Oh yeah, nice. Thank you for very good guide, to be honest.
Okay. So here we have, as you see, the mushrooms presented, which grow here in Najara. On the first board, you see mushrooms which are edible. You can
Only
eat
in
them.
Najara.
Yeah, because in whole Georgia we have a lot more. We have about
Whoa.
7,000 type of mushrooms in whole Georgia.
Whoa.
Yeah, so these are edible. You can eat them even raw, some of them without cooking. In the middle, these are poisonous mushrooms, and on the first row, they are deadly poisonous.
Deadly?
Yes.
Oh my god.
And on this last one, these are also edible mushrooms, but after cooking.
Alright.
Also down here we have tree mushrooms. They grow on a tree, and they use it not only for eating, but also as a medicine, as you know.
And are there some mushrooms like, the funny mushrooms?
Yeah, in the middle there.
Yeah, really?
The red one.
This one.
Yeah. So here is hunting corner and different wild animals, which we have in Georgia also now. For example, we have bears, we have brown bears in Georgia. Also you see wolf, fox, there are different kind of birds as well. For example, crow, the black one. There are quails also, as you see. This was trap for catching bears, this one. But now hunting on the animals is forbidden in Georgia, they're protected. Just hunting on the birds allowed, but of course you need special license for it. And here is fishing corner as well. You know that in Georgia we have the Black Sea, but we also have a lot of rivers and lakes. So that's why fishing was always part of our culture. As you see, of course, we have fishing net. You see old scale also there. And now one of the most popular fish is a trout, of course, from the river, as you know. Also this.
I see in every restaurant you can eat.
Yeah, yeah. So this trout, yes. Also, you can see mullet from the Black Sea and this anchovy. You can see it a lot now. They are selling it everywhere. Now the season of this fish, the small fish.
Yes, I saw everywhere in the markets.
Yes, it's
That's true. I like those actually.
Yeah, it's really good. Delicious, yeah. So here's goldsmith who is making jewelers, of course, as you see there, of these belts, rings, bracelets. Also, I want to show you, this is really old, handmade, you can see. As you know, it was a belt, just one part what we found. This is from copper and this is from silver. Yeah, and you see it's so delicate, all made by hand. Yeah, we had really great masters
you use it
in Georgia.
for the belts?
Yeah, they were
Nice.
on their waist, they were wearing women, before they were getting married. So, and on this side we have just semi-precious stones and minerals which we have in Najara, and I want to show you the most interesting one. This is petrified wood. It was wood at first and then it turned into stone. This process happened several million years ago after a volcanic eruption. After several million years.
In
Sorry?
Georgia?
Not now.
Not
it
now.
happened
Before.
Million years ago.
Yeah.
There are
very
some
interesting,
other
actually.
semi-precious stones like jasp, for example, we have in different color, yellow, red, and we also have green jasp here. This is pyrite, so-called fool's gold, because it shines like a gold, as you see.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, and they always thought it was a real one, but of course it's not real. That's why they call it fool's gold.
Interesting. The Georgia is so rich, like with fruit, food, like vegetables and these things.
Stones, yeah.
You have everything here, and I heard a legend about when Georgians were
golden fleece.
when the god was giving the land to the people. Very nice legend.
Yeah, I like it also.
And you know why I like it the most? Because we were honest. Same like God.
Yeah, we have really a lot of things, but the politics, the government, they don't use properly, so...
Yeah. Similar like in my country,
yeah, I think in
unfortunately.
every country there is a problem, something like this, the government... Okay. So, and now on this side you see middle class family, we're so rich as you remember, now this is the middle class, and the first difference is that every member of this family is working here. And also there is no time for studying because they were working all the time, and they had just dishes, not the musical instruments or furniture like in the rich one, yes? But they had, for example, baklava. So baklava, it's not a Georgian traditional sweet, it came from Turkey, but it remained also in Nigerian culture. They had beans, smoked chickens, cornbread, so that's why we call this middle class, not poor, because they had house, they had something to eat, they were working, so that's why it's a middle class. And near to the fireplace you see cornbread, and on it you see cross as well. During the Ottoman Empire, they of course forbade Christianity here. So that's why Nigerian people were making cross on the bread in order to preserve and save their religion. And when they were asking why you make this cross on the bread, they answered that in this way it was easier to break bread, but in real they wanted to save their religion. Yeah.
Very nice actually.
Yeah, and even now we have this kind of tradition when we bake this bread, we make cross on it.
Nice.
Yeah, and you see this cradle here. By the way, this is cradle of Mr. Kemal, founder of the museum. He grew up in this, so it's his own cradle. Yeah. On the photo, you see his parents, and this decorative panel on the wall. It's made by his mother. It's handmade. He grew up in the village. She was from the middle class family as well, and this is so familiar to him. I have a very interesting question to you about this. Maybe do you know what are these small things?
For smoking?
No, it looks like smoking, but it's not. It's something for babies.
I don't know.
No, they use them as diapers.
Really?
Yeah, this was for the boys and this was for the girls. Now I'll try to explain. So
I
this was
understand.
fixed on the baby, attached to the baby.
All right.
Under it there was this kind of jar, as you
Yeah,
see,
yeah,
and then this urine through this pipe goes
Yeah,
into the
yeah,
jar, like catheter, the
Yeah,
principle.
yeah.
And the babies, of course, they were tied up with this belt, so they couldn't move. They were laying in the same pose whole day. And of course, that was economy of time for the mothers because they did not have to change it every time. They could work, babies were dried. And also, if the enemies attack them, they can just grab this cradle, fix to the horse, and go somewhere and hide. So that's why babies were tied up.
Yeah,
I
useful.
think it was quite smart.
Yeah,
Okay, it's not all. Now we have to continue from outside.
amazing.
Then after all for the new generation because they don't know how they lived in the previous times, yes.
This was one of my motives to actually start the channel. You know, I also go around my country showing to the people, but I also like to show also like the countries
Yeah, so
around the
very
world.
good job,
Yeah.
Okay, so here we have boats as you see, but they use of course as a transport in the time. Still now we use them for fishing, but we have very different boats. This is for the sea because in the sea there are waves, and that's why they were making wider and deeper boats to cut through the waves and swim easier. In the middle you see river boat, and that is lake boat, and both of them have flat bottom as you see.
Yeah.
Because in the river and lake there is no waves, and there are stones also. So that's why they were making boats with flat bottom.
Oh yeah, and it's not so deep. So.
Yeah,
I
and this is the new one. Mr. Kemal built it by himself. That's why it's
Wow.
not finished because he wanted to show process of building boats.
Nice. He's really doing a big thing for
Yeah.
for Georgia.
And what's the most important? It's not finished because every month he's making something new and he's developing museum.
Nice.
So here's summer house where they produce different dairy products. For example, there's cottage cheese in the back. Grandmother is making cheese. It's a Algerian braided cheese. The boy is making sour cream with the use of separator. And behind also you see that long wooden thing which is hand. There is showed also on the photo. That's butter
How
maker.
do you call sour cream in your language?
Sour cream, this arajani.
Arajani?
Yes.
Because we make it, but we call it kaymak. It's also you use the
kaymak.
milk. You know
also
kaymak?
there is but kaymak is specifically Algerian. In other
Really?
regions there is arajani, but Algerian is kaymak. But it's
Nice.
from Ottomans.
Well, maybe.
So and in Algeria we don't have big cows. They're quite small as you see because they climb on the mountains. So we have this type mountainous cows. They give us about 8 liters milk per day, which is not so much, but their milk is so rich and fat and it's organic. Mostly they eat
But
grass.
80 liters?
8 liters per day.
8.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's
8.
okay.
Maybe you notice them in the street somewhere, the cows? Or no?
To
Not
be
yet?
honest, yes, on the way from Tbilisi to here.
But
On
they are
a,
so
yeah.
independent because in the morning they go out, they walk by themselves, and in the evening they are going back to their house. They know how to go back
Really?
without shepherd. Yeah, they know the way. They have.
I
this
even saw some of them
instincts.
like trapped on the highway. I was like, how they gonna?
Yeah, they're lying there just
Yeah.
like chilling. That's right. So here's horse riding corner, as you see, but we have just equipment, saddles, of course, but there's saddle for men behind, and this is saddle for women, because as you know, in the past times, women were sitting only on the one side on the horse. So it's side saddle. Then we have plow, you see on the
What
photo.
do you mean on the one side?
Both legs on the one side, not like
Ah,
men.
yeah.
But it's just during the celebration when they were wearing dresses. So in other ways, of course, they also riding horses like men.
Yeah, I understand.
So here we have these two buildings. Both of them are original. The first one was built in 1910. We brought it from another place here. And it was used like a fridge, we can say, because inside, under the ground, there was a small hole, and they were keeping inside of it different products, like fruits, vegetables, milk products, and so on. And here's another one, which is very old as well. It was built in 1830.
Amber.
Yeah, but here on the second floor, we keep their corn. Because there's the wind blowing and it keeps corn dry. That's why we so
To
we
feed the
keep it on
animals.
second. Sorry?
It's to feed the animals, no?
To feed animals. No, also they make flour, corn flour.
Ah,
we use for
yeah.
that and also for feeding chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I have one more question. So
Tell
I
me.
think with questions or discussion more interesting. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah,
It's not
no,
just
yeah.
for fun. I have the question about that. You see that wooden circles? We
Yes.
have it in every corner. Do you know why? What function do they have?
I think they make the actually flour with that, no?
No, because they don't move.
Oh, really? Then I don't know.
Stable. Yeah, and they're connected to the corn. Yes, you're right, but it's for protecting corn.
Okay, how do you mean to protect it?
I gave you hint. No ideas?
No,
Okay,
not really.
It's to stop mice from climbing up on the second floor. Mice and rats, because they
Oh.
can climb like this, they can go straight, yes?
Yeah,
but they
like
couldn't
this.
climb upside down, yes? So that was barrier for them.
So smart,
They
actually.
couldn't go on the second floor and eat corn, so that's why we have it in every corner.
Very
Yeah.
smart.
Even now we have this kind of buildings, but today instead of wood, they make iron balls in every corner.
I think
Even
better wood.
No,
natural.
iron is better.
Iron
because
better?
it's slippery, so that's why it's even
Ah,
better.
alright.
Yeah. So there's a threshing machine for the corn. So someone was standing behind. As you see, they were pushing on the pedal right there by leg, and they were separating these corn cereals from each other. And after they were making flour. This is just for separating.
Well, I understand kind of what is drobilka. Yeah, Russian has some
Yeah, the
similar
Russian-
words like my
Yes.
language, but they don't really mean the same all the time.
Ah,
For example, dobro in my language is good. In Russian is like kind. So
Kind,
yeah,
yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
some things like that. But,
yeah, but yeah, it's quite similar. Yeah. So okay, so
I like to find connections between like tribes and nations today, actually.
Yeah.
But
It's good. Yeah, there will have beehives, but there are two types, as you see. Beehive like a box, the modern one, as you know, and also there you see round beehives for wild bees.
Whoa.
And you can see here how we fix them on the trees or on the cliffs because of bear, because they love honey. Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's why we fix them on the high places. Yeah, this wild, we call it jara, this beehive.
Jara.
Yeah. Even now we have it in Ajara, you can see some regions.
But the bears can go up the tree, no?
On the tree, yes, but that's why mostly they fix it on the mountains,
Yeah,
on
yeah,
the
yeah.
cliffs. So here you
Very
show
smart,
the process. Here you show the process how they make it. As you see, there are two wooden pieces connected. Yes, as you see, there are two wooden pieces.
Where?
Inside
There?
it's empty, it's hollow.
Ah,
as you
yeah,
see.
yeah.
So it's empty. We don't have these kind of frames like we have in the box in the modern one. Yes, as you know. Because here, wild bees, they make honeycombs by themselves.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
just put inside little bit honey to attract bees. Then they go inside from this hole. They build honeycombs, as you see there, by themselves.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They fill this.
And you
inside
basically just
part with
open
their-
the wood and take
Yeah.
the...
Then after some time, they open it. They take out these honeycombs. They put in a bag. They squeeze it, and that's the way how we get honey. So wild
Do you
honey.
use something similar nowadays as well?
Yes, even now we have it. Yeah, even now they make wild honey, but of course it's not as much as usual honey, of course.
Yeah,
because it's quite expensive. Also in the world there are so few places where wild bees are used for producing
Exactly,
honey.
you know.
Georgia is one of them. Yeah.
I saw just like nowadays we use just the house type
Yeah,
as
yeah,
usual. But
house type,
this is so
It's so
actually
rare, yeah, it's not
yeah.
so often, yeah. So here's tobacco. As you see, growing tobacco in Georgia, they started in 17th century. Also now we grow it, but just for our country, not as much as in the previous times. So first of all, you can see there how they dry the leaves of tobacco, and then after they cut it with the use of this small machine. So even now you can see, maybe if you go in the ring, we have bazaar, so it's called boni. Then
Bazaar?
you can find, yeah, this cutty tobacco, and there's paper separately, and they have to roll into it. There's chuchkala. Maybe do you know what is chuchkala? Have you tried it? Chuchkala there.
This like pepper?
No,
No,
it's a
not
kind
really.
of sweet. Some people call it Georgian Snickers.
No, I didn't.
Because inside of it there are nuts or walnuts, and outside it's covered with grape juice with flour.
What is the name?
Chuchkala.
Chuchkala. I'm gonna try it later.
So first of all, yeah, they boil this grape juice and flour together, and then they dip inside nuts or walnuts, and they are collected on a thread. Then they hang it on something because we have to dry it. That's it. And chuchkala is very high calorie product. It gives you energy, and you can keep it for a long time. So that's why it was in ancient times. It was snack for warriors, and also it's easy to carry. Yeah, you must try it, but you have to find really good place because now today it's a business and they make sometimes they add some colors. It's not a real.
I
of course.
understand.
So that's why you have to find really good place for it.
Do you know some here in Batumi?
I know, yeah. So I like, for example, badagi. It's called.
Badagi?
Yeah, the like shop. They sell just chuchkala and these fruit ladders. So there are two shops, I think. It's one in the city center, and there is also another shop, Carrefour. You know, maybe Carrefour.
Carrefour,
the
no.
big shop.
Like
for
the
products.
No, I don't know, but I
Yeah,
will
it's
go
in
to
city
the
center.
old
If you
Batumi.
Google it, yeah, you'll find. And in Carrefour, there is just one corner. There is written Badagi, and they have this one of the best chuchal, I think, in my
Thank you very
opinion.
much.
In my taste, I think. So this is to pick up the fruits
fruit?
from the trees. If it's so high and you can't
And
reach, you can
so
pick
many
easier with
different
this.
fruits, you
Yeah,
know, like
these are which grow here.
you grow
Najara.
pomegranate
Yeah,
and
pomegranate,
oranges,
plum,
lemons,
oranges, yeah, fig, as you see.
figs.
The persimmon we have a lot now. Maybe you saw them in the streets. We
Yes,
have it a
yes.
lot. Okay, so here's farming. As I told you, for farming they used oxen and of course plow, but this was very long and hard process because in Ajara soil it's quite stony and it's very hard to work on it. That's why even now in the mountainous Ajara they use oxen because there is impossible to work with tractors there.
Really, still they use it.
Yeah, because there are
Nice.
so narrow places and so high that there is impossible to go with
That's in
tractors there.
Caucasus, no?
In Ajara here,
Ah,
in this
here,
region,
really?
but in the high mountains.
Oh,
yes.
really nice.
Yeah, they had. I can't see somewhere.
The black small one, she's very nice. Yeah.
They're everywhere. So these are different
Vegetables.
type of soil here, which you have in Ajara, but in different
Soil?
places. Soil, yeah, the ground.
Yeah.
As you see in every place, we have quite different. But one
Very
of the most
different.
fertile is the darkest one, the black one, because it's rich with minerals. This is with clay, for example. But this kind of soil is very good for growing citrus, for the tea as well. So this is not a slaughter. Everyone think that they kill it, but no, of course. They make horseshoe for ox because we use them for farming, yeah? So that's why they need to protect their hooves. But ox is very big and strong. It needs 3 persons to catch it, tied up, and then they make this kind of horseshoe. And they have 2 because, as you know, they have split hooves, yeah? Not like horse,
Yeah.
just one.
So they actually put that inside, no? Or how they?
With nails.
with
see?
nails, yeah.
Like
Ah.
same as horses, but for horses it's very easy process because
Yeah,
they
yeah.
just lift their leg. Yeah,
Yeah,
but for
yeah,
ox
yeah.
it's not much more difficult. And also the ox they have short legs, as you see.
Yes,
so they
yes,
can
yes.
lift it so easily.
I understand. Very, very,
Sorry.
very good museum. I love it.
Thank you. Yeah, he showed also Georgian tea. But first, in our country, tea culture brought Chinese person.
Chinese?
Yeah, Lao Jinzhao. So he taught us the right technology, and thanks to him, we started growing tea in Georgia on the second half of 20th century. I can show you also tea seeds. See? These are the seeds which you have to plant. Then they open up and they grow as bushes. These are tea plantations.
What type of the tea is mostly growing?
So green tea, mostly
Green
they
tea?
always prefer in Georgia green tea, but you know the bush, green and black is the same. It's
Yeah.
getting black after fermentation. Yeah.
And
First is always green, and then you are getting the black tea after fermentation of that
Yeah, yeah,
green
yeah.
leaves.
and no chamomile and stuff like that.
Sorry?
Chamomile, do you use? Not that much.
Because in Georgia they don't drink tea so much. Not, for example, like in Turkey, every 1 hour,
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
once in a day, and that's it. Yeah. So here they prefer
More chacha here.
coffee. No, not jaja, first of all, wine, then jaja. No, I'm joking, of course. We are always associated with wine, of course.
Yes, and it's
we
very
have
good
to be
wine.
because Georgia is homeland one, but it's not only for wine. Yeah.
Actually, the wine is from Georgia.
Yes, the Georgia, homeland of wine.
Homeland.
The winemaking in Georgia has started 8,000 years ago,
Whoa.
and it's scientifically proved. Of course.
The
It's a
beginning
fact,
of the.
Yeah, it's not my opinion.
No, you know.
Yeah, because a lot of people doesn't believe, but it's a fact. Yeah, now we are, but maybe they will find something in another country, and then. But currently we are.
Now they say Italy, France,
Yeah,
for wine
they
famous,
also
but
had really good wine.
yes,
but
yes.
Homeland, it means the first country who made it
Exactly.
was us. So
Exactly.
that's why.
And how do you say?
Maybe
You say vino as well,
some
no?
will prefer the Italian or French wine, but
Me,
we
Georgian,
don't
to be
have-
honest with you. No, really, I tried different types. I like
Yeah.
red more, you know.
Saperavi,
yeah,
I think, yes,
I love
Saperavi
it.
is the best, yes. Yeah, and in Georgia we have about 500 different type of grapes, more than 500. And now I will explain shortly, maybe you already know the process how we make it. There's wine press, they throw inside grapes, and then men with their feet are pressing it. Then this grape juice, not only juice, this everything together we keep inside of this clay vessel. This is called kvevri, but these are very small. They can be huge, 1 ton or 2 ton size. And these kvevris are made by special clay, which you can find only in 2 places in Georgia, because this clay contains limestone and small amounts of gold and silver.
Whoa.
And this all together takes the role of antiseptic, which is very important because there are known about 400 bacteria. So that's why we make it just from the special clay. And also it gives to the wine very specific taste. Then we bury it under the ground, as you know,
Yeah.
because temperature is always same. There 13 or 15 degrees necessary for fermentation. And after about 6 months, wine is ready. But of course, 6 months is a minimal time. If you keep it longer, it will be better. But it depends on the type of grapes. So then from leftover grapes, we make another kind of alcohol, and that's called chacha. We make
This
this
is
kind
chacha.
of alcohol, yeah, from different fruits as well. They had some apples, plums, figs, and so on, but we call it arake, like arak. But what we make from leftover grapes, that's called chacha. Because in Georgian, chacha means leftover grapes.
Leftover
so
grapes.
that's why that's the difference, yeah.
So basically,
Sometimes
what you
they-
don't use for wine, you use it for chacha,
Yeah,
and then
yes.
fermentation and everything.
Yeah, it's a process of distillation. They're boiling these leftovers, and you see there's a pipe inside. The steam
yeah.
is coming through this pipe. Inside of this, we have cold water, and there's happening the process of distillation, and then chacha comes drop by drop here, and they make it 2 times. If you make more, so it's getting stronger.
It's actually the
And
same.
chacha can be 50, 60, or sometimes 80% of alcohol.
Yeah, same like rakia. Similar.
Yeah, I think every country has
Yes,
something
yeah,
like
yeah.
that, yes.
That's true.
The same principle, yeah.
But
different ingredients.
the Georgian wine is like from the beginning of civilization. I mean, most of the things that you actually hear or something like people, they don't have scientific proofs. You told
yeah.
me that you have, and
Yes,
for example,
because
people.
they found a small amount of these quevris, and they also find the grapes,
Yeah.
the seeds of grapes. So that's why they proved that the first country was
Very
the
good.
Georgia. Yeah.
And my opinion is that actually our civilization of this world is maybe 8,000 years old maximum. Like,
Yes.
yeah, I mean, I read the Bible and I'm trying to
So
connect
that's
science.
why when
and,
I
yeah.
say it 8,000 years ago, it's impossible, they say, but we don't know exactly. Yes. So on this side, we have just small models. Lazian, they are also Georgian people, but most of the Lazian people, they live now on the territory of Turkey because it was ours, so, and they live there because of that. Yeah, but some of them, they live in Sarpi. Sarpi is near to the border of Turkey.
Sarpi?
Some of the Lazian people, they live. And we call this house Lazian house because Lazians, they were great masters. They were building houses and boats. And that's why we call it Lazian house. The first is also water mill.
That
There
is
was coming water
how
from the river.
would I say like Lazian is a Georgian tribe?
Yes, yes.
Alright.
Yeah. And there was coming the water, it was spinning the wheel under it. Inside there were
this is-
millstones, and with the energy of water, they were grinding and they were making flour.
Flower.
Yeah, and living house Lazian, but these kind of houses they were building near to the sea, and
This
because
one?
of no, this one, and because of the water and humidity, first floor they were building with stones, and the second with bricks and wood. Yeah, and these two are mountainous houses, but this is just for the summer. They're moving in the summer there with cows. They produce different milk products for winter, and they're going back to the house. So it's just for the summer, and this is living house for all seasons. But here on the first floor, they had cows inside. On the second floor, they lived, and that small spaces around the building that are toilets. And they had 3 toilets for men, for women, and for their guests
Wow.
separately.
Why
because,
separately?
Because there were so big families in the time. 3 generations were living together. They had big houses, so they had 3 toilets and separately. Yeah, and also in the mountains, we had 3-4 meters snow. It was impossible to go outside, and that's why they had cows inside. And also, when cows breathe, they warm up the whole house. That was like heating system for them.
Interesting.
They were really smart.
To be honest, yeah, they use like everything.
Yeah, what they had. Yes.
Yeah, in the best way.
Yes, and here is show the process of making baskets. As you see, this is for collecting fruits. We hang it on the tree, on the branch. And when we are picking fruits, we throw inside. And because of this conical shape, it is easier to move between branches. It doesn't get stuck in them. So that's why it has exactly this shape. And here's another one which you have to carry in your back, as you know. And probably you have noticed that in Ajara, the main material was wood.
Yeah.
Yes, they were making everything from wood. They were weaving it. It's 4 different materials. There's chestnut, there's hazelnut, linden, and ivy. There are
The
4
type of
different
wood.
materials. Yes. Yeah. So here they were making, of course, the wooden spoons, wooden dishes. These are wooden boxes, and in these boxes they were keeping dairy products, for example, cheese, but in the salty water because, of course, they didn't have fridges and they used salt to preserve it for a long time.
I can't dance for now. It's work actually, but I'm far away.
You can answer it.
No, I don't want.
Okay. These are all kinds of shoes. They were making it from ox or from cow's leather, and these are snowshoes. You have to put it on like this, not to go down, not to sink in the snow, and to walk easy on it. Like skis, but just for walking, yeah. Because
And
it's
how you put
wide.
the feet here?
Yes.
In this?
So here, like this, or
Yeah.
here also like this.
So interesting, actually. But what is the highest mountain here in this region?
Not in the region, in this region. The highest we have in Svaneti. It's the
Svaneti?
north part.
Yeah, that's
Shara
Kavkaz,
it's
actually.
called. Sorry?
That's Kavkaz, no?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
Caucasus mountain there is, but the Svaneti near to the Caucasus, yeah, the highest mountain is called Shara.
Shkara.
Shara, yeah. And we have the cradles here again, but these kind of cradles in our country brought Mongols in the 13th century. They also were here, and one good thing what is left for them is just the cradle.
They came all the way to the Europe
Yes,
in, I think, that period.
They were one of the worst enemies in our history.
Well, I think they are actually nowadays Hungarians. I mean, they stay there. I mean, okay, they mix with native
Other-
people from there, but
Yeah.
Hungarians and Finnish people are.
Yeah, the Mongols.
Yeah, because we were part of. That was actually maybe even before, because when Roman Empire they came with Attila, if you know, yeah,
Yes.
and it was a big battle between us and them in that period, and they some of them stayed, and then they mix, I guess, and Nowadays.
There was also a lot of
yeah,
a lot of
when you take a look
invaders
at that language, it's completely different than
Yeah.
you know, like.
Yeah, also here a lot of people say, of course, Ottomans were here, so that's why a lot of people think that Georgian and Turkish languages are very similar, but it's extremely different.
Yeah, even the letters.
Or Georgian or Russian, so it's extremely different.
No,
Yeah, you don't have
I
any
see. To
connection.
be honest, I'm trying to find a connection. I ask people maybe
With
Armenian
Russian,
or something.
but,
No, with
language you
anything.
mean
With,
yeah, it
but
doesn't have any connection
nothing.
with
Yeah,
other,
it's
so
very
that's why-
specific.
Yeah, they people say that, oh, you are the special. No, I'm not saying because of that. There is no connection with others, yes. But we have a lot of Persian words, for example.
Persian?
And Georgian
Like
words.
Iran
We have
and-
a lot of,
Really?
similar words.
Same like
Yeah.
we and Russians actually. Yeah,
yes,
probably.
Yeah, but the other way, it's extremely unique, yeah.
But you know, I think that's because it's a Slavic family of languages. I mean, that's why I.
But we have our own family, yeah, the Georgian
Yeah,
language is a Kartvelian.
Kartveli,
family,
yeah.
And we have also.
Kartveli is your nation.
Yes.
I know.
Our country is called Sakartvelo,
Sakartvelo.
and Kartveli means Georgian.
Sakartvelo.
Yeah, and the Kartuli, and it's a language, yes.
Interesting.
Yeah, and also in Georgia, every region have the dialect. Of course, dialect we can understand, but there are also 3 regions. They have their own language plus.
Really?
They speak Georgian and they have their own language. There's Svans, Svaneti, as I told you, the north part.
Yeah.
They have their own language. Also, Megrelians, they have their own language, and Lazians also.
Lazians. And where are
so they have the
Megrelians?
3. Megrelians also at the west part of
West.
Georgia.
Tbilisi, right there.
No, the west here. So Ajara, there is Guria, and there is.
West.
Sakartvelo.
Sorry, yeah,
West
I
part.
mean,
They
I
have
mixed
their
the
own
sides.
language, yeah. So they also are in the family of Kartvelian language. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, nice. That's interesting. Well, sorry, I'm interrupting you with my
It's
questions.
okay. So he's a master of wood carving. In that time, they were always decorating their houses, the furniture, and I want to show you this very interesting chain. It looks like metal chain at first glance, but it's a wooden one. It's made from one piece of wood. You see, there's no connection, just one piece.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they were making these kind of things to show their skills, that they were skillful masters. Here's also carpentry. We have different working tools here. And my last question, or maybe you already know, what is this? How do you think? You can look from the other side or from this side.
Interesting. I'm thinking maybe something like to.
Yeah, you mean the working tool?
Yeah,
instrument. No,
is it
it's
no?
not.
No? Oh, then
No,
I
it's
don't
a-
know.
it's
Then
a-
I don't know again.
It's a lock. It's okay. It's
A lock?
Yeah. Now
Oh,
let's see how
yeah, when I.
It's locked. Yeah, this is the key. Now let's see that without key you can open it. Now
Whoa.
let's make it up. It's open. It was inside.
Now,
of
when you
course,
told me,
outside.
it's logical, yeah, but interesting, man. And then from the wood,
Yeah, the wooden lock. Yes.
interesting.
Yeah, and the last here is Turner machine, which was working on the water power as well. They put this machine in the river. From the river was coming water, was spinning that wheel, and then master with the energy of water, he was carving these kind of wooden dishes. Now, of
Nice.
course, there was no electricity, but they had water, so they were using hydro energy, what they had a lot. Also
So-
from clay, they were making dishes. I will show you pottery.
So Georgian language has similar words with the Iran, Iraq, maybe
Yeah,
Syria.
Persian. Not Iraq, so Persian.
Uzbekistan actually was part of Persia as well, no?
Yeah,
I think.
yeah, but
Interesting.
they have a lot of so the wine
Symbol of
making
wine?
has started. Yeah, symbol of wine.
Yeah, and 8,000.
8,000. Yeah,
Nice.
there is the wine pitcher and the grape.
Nice.
So also here's Georgian alphabet, as you see.
And the alphabet is very. I tried to understand something, but
No, yes.
I see that you also have like one letter for one.
Sound.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
we also have one sound. Yeah, like
That's what I realized because same.
Yeah,
Above.
yeah, you're right. We have also one sound and 33 letters.
I think we have 30. I think that's also the proof of like how old is the language
Yeah,
and
one
everything,
of the
you know.
oldest languages
Yeah.
in the world. And on this you see different sightings of Ajara. The first is Gonio Fortress. It's not far from here. It was built by Romans in 1st century. The second one is a King Tamara Bridge. It's near to the waterfall, not far also. Third one is a monastery of Schalta, and the last one is a
Nice.
castle Hihani.
Kihani.
These are all located.
This fortress, maybe I can go to visit.
Yeah, it's not far from here. It's about from here, from the museum. It's 15 minutes, but they work till 6 o'clock.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, so
This is
here's-
the modern
yeah,
part.
here's pottery. Yeah, we have water pipes, for example, from 19th century. Also, we have tiles for the rooftops.
Yeah.
The bricks, batter maker, but from clay. There are also on the shelves dishes from the 17th century, and of course wine pitchers. So here's a blacksmith, but I think the principle of this work is the same in our country, as you know, have to push this one here to make fire inside.
Yeah,
And they
yeah.
were making working and fighting tools from metal.
Yeah, this is metallurgy, how to say.
Yeah. And the stone making. Also, we have millstones for making flour, and these are front stones of the fireplace, and they are about 200 years old. The stones. Yeah.
This original stone.
Yeah, original. Also, there we have gravestone with Arabic writings on it. You see, that's
Yeah.
from that period when Ajara was part of Ottoman Empire.
I understand.
Yeah, and I want to tell you about this very important symbol about that tree. It's not just a tree, so Mr. Kemal, this young oak tree planted in the roots of old oak tree. In order to remember our traditions, our history, we don't have to forget our past, yeah, because there is no future without the past. And
That's
that
true.
means from old life comes new life. And that's the main idea of this museum, not to forget our past. Yes.
That's true. My
Yeah, that's why
grandfather
he's
used
trying.
to
Yeah.
always say, if you want to know the future, you have
Yeah,
to
you
know the history.
Past. Yeah, that's right. I agree.
And I love
think
history,
I
to
think
be
for
honest.
the new generation,
Yeah.
the most important thing. Please, now, coming. So this is gallery of wood carving. We have, of course, works of Mr. Kemal. Here, his wooden crafts. I can show you here on the photos how he was making everything step by step. That's him when he started in 1986, but not the museum, just making exhibits. Then in different years, you see how he was making models of the houses, mannequins of the people, stuffed animals, shrines, boat, chuchkala. So these photos are our improvement that made all of that what you saw here.
Very skillful man.
But museum exists only 9 years, but he was making everything for 44 years.
Yeah.
And as I told you, it's not finished because he's making also something new every month. I want to show you his self-portrait. He was sitting in front of the mirror, and from the mirror he was carving his face, and he made it 45 years ago. These are his diplomas, awards which he received for these works. There are a lot, as you see.
Very skillful man. I cannot believe, like.
And what's the most
Respect.
important, he's self-taught. He didn't
Really?
study, this wood carving as a professional. No, so his father was a carpenter, and he has the friend who was a wood carver, and from him he studied first steps.
Very,
And then
very,
he-
you know, like. piece of art, literally.
He
Yeah.
made these decorative plates, decorative fireplaces you
This
see
is
here.
beautiful. For serving the food, right?
Yeah, but it's mostly decorative.
Yeah.
Decorative also fireplace, as you see. Yeah, and also we have this sofa, armchairs, and table. On this set, he was working just 6 months. And
6 months.
6 months, yeah. He carved on them more than 8,000 ornaments, as you see, by hand, without any machines.
Piece of art, literally.
Yeah, it's a walnut wood.
Walnut.
Yeah, on that panel you see Georgian warrior dance. It's called Horumi.
Hurumi?
Horumi dance, yes. And in the corner you see their symbol, which is called Burj-Khalo, and this is symbol of sun and symbol of infinity. We have it everywhere on Georgian money, on coins. We have this symbol. Also on our passports.
On the money,
I
right?
have it also because the name of our museum is Burj-Khalo.
Burj-Khalo.
Yes. And this is symbol of the moon from Greek mythology.
Mm.
Yeah, also we have some vessels here for drinking wine, but for different toasts, which are made by him as well, by his imagination. This one, it's also made from one piece of wood, and with this you have to drink toast for friendship, for two friends, because they're connected with chain, yes? So this one, it's like penalty shot for Jaja, because as you see, you can't put it down. So when they give you must drink. If you're late, if you don't listen to toast maker, this is for you. This is for Jaja, but we have also bigger for wine.
I would drink always from that because I'm always late.
This is all in one, because you drink Jaja first, then eat. Drink and eat. Don't waste
Nice.
time. Okay, also we have this from one piece as well. When you drink, these rings make sound, and it means that no wine is left here and someone has to refill it again.
Oh.
If you sit far away and they can see you, this is the sign. Yeah, with that, for example, they drink toast for the lovers. You see how they stand close to each other.
Yeah.
With that, they drink toast for children because it's part of the cradle. With this, for the heroes, it's a sword and shield. This is for our homeland. This is for the god. So every vessel has its own meaning.
Nice.
That's what I mean. For
I
Georgians,
really like
wine
this
is
one.
not only alcohol. Yeah,
This
it
is
has
for
this
keeping.
cups.
Yeah. You can put chacha or.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Wine.
Wine.
For Jaja because they will have small.
Yeah,
And here on the wall you see 16 type of wood which he used for making these works. This all grow here in a jar. Yeah, and now I want to introduce you Mr. Kamal.
Hello, sir.
He's the founder.
This is the founder.
Yeah, he's the
My
founder.
big pleasure, sir. You are a big how to say, artist.
Okay, I will translate because
Yeah.
he doesn't speak English.
Yeah, okay.
I will translate. How did you
Thank you.
Serbia Danaris. I'm told that you're from Serbia.
Serbia, yes.
How did the
Yugoslavia.
exposure?
Sorry?
Very good.
Georgia, I love it. I'm very surprised.
He's asking how did you like the museum?
Museum, very good, sir. You have to continue with this because you're doing a big thing for Georgia.
Thank you. How did the service guide?
She is the best.
Very, very good.
Yes, Theo is the best. Well, the owner is signing the souvenir for me, and of course, when I have special guests, we're gonna use it. Didi Matloba.
Initials, look, first letter of his name and sign name. This is K and this is Tu.
Kıtı.
K2, yeah. Kemal. Wash this when
Kemal
you use it. You
Turmanizm.
should wash it with cold water just. Don't
Just
use
pour
soap
it.
or hot. No.
Okay. That was the Museum of Georgian Ethnography with the great guide and the best owner. So guys, after this amazing experience at this museum, actually from Theo, the tour guide, I heard that there is a Roman fortress from the 1st century here nearby, like 50 minutes driving. So let's go to check it out. And we found the fortress, guys. It's about 15 minutes away from this museum where we went by car, and it's actually huge. This is Gonio Fortress, one of the oldest places in Georgia. Some parts of these walls have been standing for nearly 2000 years. I will check, seems like it's closed, but I will check. Asirtus. The fortress was once an important Roman outpost, guarding the route between Europe and Asia. Adrian, Roman Emperor. Okay, probably they were the emperors here. It's until 5. And now it's 5:30. Damn. But seems like Ciao! I couldn't enter, guys. They told me it's closed for today. Unfortunately, we have to come back some other time and see this fortress. I mean, unfortunately we didn't see it now, but luckily we may come back.
But here's the most fascinating part. Legend says one of the Jesus apostles, Saint Matthias, is buried somewhere inside these walls. Whether it's true or not, it makes this place feel even more extraordinary.
Whoa, look at the sky behind me, guys. The weather is becoming... Oh my goodness. Okay, there is few things left that we have to do. I have to put the fuel in the car so we can go to the airport. I'm getting hungry and I really wanted to see that botanical garden, but I decided since we are here in this Gonio part, where is this Gonio Fortress, I was like, let's see the beach here, and looks nice.
At the first glance, this looks like any other sea, but the water in front of me is hiding something incredible.
Sea is not super black here.
This is the Black Sea, one of the strangest places on Earth. More than 90% of water lies beneath the surface, has no oxygen at all. Deep below, almost nothing can survive here.
I love the sea. I love the smell of the sea.
Instead, the bottom of this sea has become a frozen graveyard of history. Ancient shipwrecks, perfectly preserved for centuries, because down there, time almost stops. While at the coast it seems to be different, it seems like Georgia is developing very fast at this very moment.
The Black Sea is not so black here. This is gonna finish in the sea again. They're building something everywhere, even here. And let's go. This internet say that until 7:30 the botanical garden is open, but also internet said that this fortress is working until 6, so it's half an hour drive from here. It is on the opposite side of the town, but it's just half an hour from here by car, so I will try to arrive on time. Wish me luck, guys. Let's do it. Yes, I got stuck in traffic actually, and since it's starting to rain and it got dark, I decided to skip the botanical garden. I came to eat here in Old Batumi. Marbil people. We are finishing with kinkali and kachapuri. At the end, my probably favorite things in Georgian cuisine. So Georgians traditionally eat with hands. I'm gonna explain you how to eat this, because the waitress, she explained to me. You have to take a bite and to suck out the juice, and then you continue eating. Look. Inside is beef, onions, etc. This one, first you saw how we got it. Then I did this. You mix it all. And then Oof, guys, I'm so full now. It was raining a bit while I was eating. Now I think we're gonna go to our place to take some rest. And guys, the last view at the Black Sea. Batumi is behind us. We are leaving to Kutaisi and we have a flight. It was very nice.